Hello everyone and welcome back to the Battlefield Siege Ryan here, and we have another Pauper video for you today. What's that? You want me to play another Mono White Aggro list? Well, if you say so. And it just so happens to be Weenie Wednesday. In front of you, you see a Mono White Aggro list, but not like the rest. Yes, we are playing the General Shell. We got the 8 Inspectors, we got the Core Sky Fishers, we got the Raffine's Informant. We're running back the Luxknight Breacher. I have some lessons that I took from last week, and I have found that using the Mandibular Kite, yes, it was good and could give flying to the Luxknight Breacher and gave those 2 permanents. What I did find was that if I didn't draw the Breacher, even with the Buglers, and I've been through most of my deck, the rest of the deck was pretty lackluster. So I couldn't really kill them with a bunch of Inspectors. 1/2s don't really get the job done. So I wanted to incorporate the main core of the Weenie build that just wreaks havoc anyway online. So in front of you, we have some tweaks. We have 2 Benevolent Bodyguards, which can be found with the Militia Bugler. It is a way to protect the Breacher and also give it unblockable in a different way, not just using the card we were last week, which was Wedding Invitation. We are running 4 Battle Screech for that extra go wide, because we can still do the Raffine's Informant play where we play the Battle Screech and get the birds early and then follow up with the Luxknight Breacher. So this deck has the ability to go wide and tall. Again, the reason why we do Bruise, as you can see, is because I want to try and fix what's already working so well and fix those errors that we normally come into. So this deck, again, is not the greatest against Chrysalis, especially if they follow up with 1 or 2. So having something that can go tall and fight the Chrysalis versus praying to draw a Guardian's Pledge and then they blow you out with like a Breath Weapon or something like that feels a bit better. On top of that, we do have lands on the side, so we're running a fair few planes. We're not running the idyllic ranges. We have the 4 Ancient Dens and 4 Darksteel Citadels. They're just to help the Luxknight Breacher along. It doesn't really affect the mana base too much. Sideboard-wise, we're running 2 more Benevolent Bodyguards. I think they're going to be good for those mono decks that we play against, such as Elves, just to sometimes get a Luxknight Breacher through to deal the damage. We are running 3 Holy Lights. I found with the slide decks that are coming around, they're running lots of X1s. So the slide decks are like the mono red rally decks that we've been seeing. And also Elves, which is basically a buy for them. I'm running 2 Palace Sentinels just for the grindy matchups and the 4 Dust to Dust because, you know, sometimes Cryogen Relic can be a little bit scary. We have 4 Lone Missionaries here. I feel this deck is going to be a little bit worse against Burn, because we're not running the extra strands and we're not as fast as we were before, relying on the Guardian's Pledges. So I'm hoping the Lone Missionaries can help shore up those really fast aggro lists. As you can probably get the gist, I do enjoy playing these types of decks, or decks that are mainly based around wide or aggro or mid-range lists. If you do enjoy this content, please feel free to put in comments or ideas about other decks that you might find beneficial to see videos of. I'm more than happy to brew around cards to see if we can also solve other problems of other decks. Spoiler alert, you might notice that I'm wearing different clothes to the matches that you're going to see. I am recording this little deck tech after the league and I did quite well with it. So I had a good variance of different decks that I played against. So please feel free to go through what decks you want to see and what I've battled against. There were some really unexpected wins that went well with this, and Luxknight Breacher was a house. So without further ado, enjoy the first match. This hand is wildly unkeepable, which is fine. These things happen. They're keeping 7 and they're on the play. Mull this. Please, Magic Gods. This is a better hand, which is good. I just want to keep... this hand would be a great 7. I'm going to ditch the Bugler because we have our ways to use our mana anyway. Bugler's good. Bugler's mainly here to get the Luxknight Breacher. So, okay, it looks like we're playing maybe against like Synthesizer or, hey, that's a card. We might be playing against Boros Bully. We just have to wait and see what else they have for us. Just mind my cat here, just chilling. Oh, look at this. Be great for the old Dust to Dust here, you know. They really did not want... Okay, so this does look like a Boros synth. Okay, Raffine's Informant was a good draw. let's play that over the Skyfisher. We might even just be getting rid of the Skyfisher or this Guardian's Pledge, to be honest. I think it's doing the Lord's work here. Yeah, I think we're going to win going towards the Luxknight Breacher, so we'll just pass. And then next turn we can go Bodyguard, play Skyfisher, return the Bodyguard. Normally they run just white creatures anyway, so the Bodyguard can be good. Obviously don't want it to get hit. Journey to Nowhere has been called. Journey to Nowhere. It's a good one. Good removal spell. They're really killing my stuff. I mean, there might even be a universe here where we want to have this Bodyguard up so the Luxknight doesn't get journeyed. They've got 2 more cards in hand. This relic doesn't do much. Yeah, they get him for 1 here. Okay, Bugler was like a very good draw, so we'll play it. It's doing a lot better than this core Skyfisher. I wasn't expecting them to go blast our Novice Inspector, to be honest. I'm inclined to just keep the Bugler train going, to be honest. I mean, Rafine's Informant's good. We could next turn go Rafine's Informant and then Bodyguard. But I think it's just too good. Let's just keep the value. And then I'm not too worried if we don't draw another land straight away. There you go. Yeah, it is a synth build. It's not normally in the Boros bully lists. To numerous pets just making noises in my house. Best part about this Bugler is it's got Vigilance. So they've got 2 cards. Let's just attack first. I wonder if this Skyfish is not going to get better because we don't have any of the 1-mana ATBs. I might play this and then play the Greatsword. Just return a land and play it again. Doesn't really matter what. It's just double spelling is always good, and it's the best way to use it. We could do the clue token, so forcing a Luxknight next turn. But if they're going slow, then I'm quite happy just to wait on it. But even now, if we draw a land, we can go Bodyguard, or we can go Bodyguard, equip the Greatsword onto the Bugler and attack, tap down a creature. And we've got protection for it as well. Glenhawk is a good draw from them. Yeah, retain the synth, and what do they hit off of that? Another synth. Okay, they got the value going, that's for sure. I kind of want to set up a point where we can just play this Luxknight. It's not going to run into a Journey to Nowhere. Because they can also play Core Skyfisher, pick up the Journey, and then use the Journey again on the Luxknight Breacher. And they definitely have ways to keep this game going for a long time. I think we're still ahead currently. So yeah, I don't want to do this Breacher yet. Think about what I want to do. I could equip, play the Bodyguard. I mean, to be honest, I don't really care if that dies. I think let's put it on the Bugler and attack with both. And let's just tap down 3, 4, 4. And let's just tap down the Glenhawk, I guess. So let it resolve and then we get the damage in. A respectable 5 damage, which is nice. And then let's just play this other Bugler. It's just a house, really. Whoever thought to give it vigilance, you know? And what do we want off the top? Well, we only got a Threadband Spectre. So, like I said, I don't want to play this Luxknight Breacher until I know I can protect it with a Benevolent Bodyguard. This tells me that they don't have a bolt either, because if I was then I'd be using a bolt. Taking peaks, there it is. There's probably some level where I want to run the here for 2, makes sense. I don't know what they have. Maybe they're running a Luxknight Breacher here now. They have lots of... they'd be absolutely brutal. Okay, no, they're just cracking a clue. That's a lot better than playing a Breacher for us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do hope we draw planes. Okay, Limbus. So now I've tapped out. Very mindful of this journey to nowhere. Come on, planes. And to be honest, we probably have enough threats where, like, let's just jam it, to be honest. Guardian's Pledge, that's an interesting one. So now we could go a little bit wider. Let's just attack first, because depending on what they do, let's just tap down that creature. If they don't block, this Guardian's Pledge might kill them. Okay, they are blocking there, so there's 4, 8. So it doesn't kill them. That's fine. I kind of just want to play out the other shenanigans. Is it worth it though? Just for Dogger Breacher. You know, let's do this because then they have to deal with the Breacher, and we can just benevolent bodyguard it if they choose to play some of their other weird threats. It's just like an 8/8 as well. Very mindful of their journey though. From memory, they don't run a full 4, so... Well, here we may as well look at lists. Yeah, so they obviously don't have the removal yet. Yeah, it looks like, so some lists, they run about 3. And then 2 Thraben Charms. So I have to be mindful of Prismatic Strands, which they can have here. So I think we just bash in as well. That makes me think that they have it. We're going to equip the Greatsword over to the Militia Bugler. Okay, they're just killing that. Okie doke. So now we'll just move the Greatsword onto the Luxknight and give it... Oh, they can give... they can make it gain 3. That's annoying. And I can't Guardian's Pledge at the same time. I wonder what they're doing with this last bit. So they're probably just keeping up for Lembis to gain 3 if they need to. So they are attacking the Glint Hawk here, which is interesting. So that forces the use of Lembis to gain life. So they'll go to 12. So they are dead. So if I bodyguard this, pro-white, attack, 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 I Guardian's Pledge and give this, it will make lethal anyway. So let's just do that. Let's go Benevolent. Give that pro white attack with everything. They gain 3, you go to 12, and then this is our time to shine as well, because I'm mindful of just their other shenanigans with prismatic strands. So currently it's 10, so they have to use Lembis. And then we just Guardian's Pledge because they can only do one thing. And yeah, they can essentially either kill this and then they die to the plus. We have no way to discard. Okay. But then you're taking 14. Yep. All right. So game 2. What do we want here? Bodyguard was kind of nice. They're not really going to bring in Electricity. I'm mindful that they're running. They're not running heaps of artifacts, lands, and the problem with the Synthesizer is that when it leaves play as well, so doesn't hit a lot. I want to keep the Thraben Charms in, especially with the Journey to Nowheres and the exiling effects. I think Power Sentinels will be good. Hell, I even think the Battle Screechers are good. I don't think the Bodyguards are as needed. I think Strands are still good, especially if we're fighting over the Monarch with the Power Sentinels. I think it's kind of fine like this, to be honest. I might not need the Guardian's Pledges. I could cut some Guardian's Pledges and put Dust to Dust in. Maybe that's the correct choice. Really, it's just Lembis, Experimental Synthesizer, and their lands. But choking them out on lands is pretty good. I'm just worried if they're running... they've got Relic as well. Let's go for a bit more grind, and honestly, let's just see if we can actually outgrind them. I know this is fully affinity stuff, but we could actually really strangle them out of lands and whatnot. I want to keep everything else. I could cut some Informants, but I think just they're too good with the Battle Screechers. Let's submit this. Not saying if this is correct, but I think we can quite easily just go down the route of having, this sounds good, of running Going Tool with the Luxknight. Really, we want to run our lands now. Let's see, let's play a land. I'm mindful if they're running Artifact Hate, so this is probably our best draw outside of drawing lands. And if they kill it, then we can still play Informant, which is nice. Yeah, so we don't want to do this Informant until we know we can just discard the Screech and flush it back whilst we still have priority. Let's play a land and let's attack for 1. If there's a world that they actually want to kill the Novice Inspector in response to this, which doesn't look like they have, I'll probably just bounce the land. These games are going to go longer. It doesn't really matter. It's about the value. No white mana from them, which is a bit worrying for them. There's a Great Furnace. So even right here, the Dust to Dust is good. We can get rid of the Graveyard Hates. We can get rid of a land. They don't have any white mana, which is not great for them. So there's the Suplexes. So that's why I held back the Ancient Den. And it already paid itself off really anyway. I'm going to play the Bugler now. Reason being is if they do have another suplex for this Ancient Den, then at least we played 1 3-drop out of our hand, and then we can play this Novice Inspector and whatnot. The question is, do I grab this other Bugler? I already have one. I think I'm going to grab the Informant purely based off the fact that I might get this Ancient Den taken out. And I might be playing one of these Informants to try and find another land drop. Another relic. So again, this is another way of, you know, playing around these cards. I don't really want to bring in our relic. If we are able to control the board state, and I feel like our creatures outclass a lot of their creatures, let's attack, because now, and they cycled it straight away, which is interesting. We can play Inspector and then discard this creature and flash it back. And hopefully get another land. But we'll play this Inspector first. So we have that priority. Okay, we'll discard the Screech. And then we'll cast the Screech because we have priority. And that's how you get around Relic of Progenitus. Because now it's just like a 2-mana draw a card for them. And look at this tempo now that we have. Yeah, they still haven't drawn a white source, so it's a bit worrying for them. I wonder if they brought in Electric because of the birds. Definitely is something they could have done. There it is. So drawing a Dust to Dust for us right now, hitting both their lands is huge. There it is. Thraven Inspector, the one and only. Yep, suplex, just trying to... Again, maybe it was correct to hit the Ancient Den there. Alright, land. Strands. We don't need it yet. Let's just attack with everything. And I will keep it in my hand. I'll probably bin this Charm, to be honest. I want to get to my 4th land. And if I don't, then I can go this other Inspector. But yeah, let's do an Informant. Even getting a Dust to Dust would be great. Okay. I don't want all these extra strands, so they can relic that, that's fine. And let's play this. Yep, that's fine. Just bouncing the Synthesizer. So on 12, I'm actually probably going to just Thraben Charm this Glinthawk and get in with everything again. So I only have one white source. I might get another one off of this. The only thing I think changing my play from that is if I literally draw a Dust to Dust. Yeah, okay, yeah, they're done there. They're a bit strangled on white mana. Alright, we are in for the next round. This is a very capable hand. We do want to draw some more land, so we might be looking at discarding something here. Okay. Just a Swamp, eh? We'll go land go. Wondering if this is the black stack deck. No, it's just the green-black control list. So this list can be quite scary, and I feel is a hard matchup. So we'll play this for Fiend's Informant. It's weird that I did that. Okay, let's just discard the strands. I don't think it's that meaningful in this game. Everything's going to be just outright killing my creatures. Okay, yeah, see, they're just killing everything. Okay, well, that's kind of nice. Let's just play the the Bugler. Yeah, let's just play the Bugler. At least everything in my deck just says draw a card anyway. And then I can spend next turn just playing Inspectors and Core Skyfishes and what have you, and then yeah, they're really, I mean, they're not going to win the game by just doing cast downs on everything, because that will just, like, my card says draw a card on it. Yeah, here I'm going to actually just play out the Inspectors, because if we draw another land as well, yeah, this is just the best way to get the most amount of permanents in play, because if we draw another land, then we can play the Inspector and a Breacher out. And I mean, currently it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Campfire's a good one. I'm glad they've already used 2 of their cast downs, yeah, defiling that, which makes sense. And Campfiring. So he's just hoping they don't play any more stuff. Let's play the Bugle and we'll play the Inspector. Wow, don't hit. It's brutal. I'll play this. Yep. Really, I should be doing this post, but let's just speed this up, you know. And then we'll play this Luxknight, and hopefully they don't draw any more cast downs. Yeah, so it's the green-black control list, which is quite good. Again, I don't think this is a great matchup for the deck. Okay. Yeah, let's attack. They are killing something. Yeah. So this is another good reason why I wanted to wait, because of Snuff Out. I wonder what the last 2 cards are. Oh, well, I'm playing the Luxknight now. An 8/8 is still good. I meant to play the Plains, that's okay. Well, really, if they play any discard, then I want to discard this Plains. And it's also probably good for the Fiend's Informant as well. Alright, there's the Avenging Hunter with Trample. I mean, it's a good one. Yeah, it's a good one. Thinking what our best draw is, probably a Charm. It's pretty good as well. I'm mindful that they're probably running, I think they run from memory like 2 Drown in Sorrow or something like that. I'm wondering if it's better. They've got 2 cards left in their hand. If they have another Defile, they can kill a Novice Inspector, but otherwise I can tap it down. The other thing as well is if I attack, I won't get another creature out. 3, 4, 5. You know what? I don't really care if they get it again. Let's just go Greatsword, equip. Do we want to play around Defile? They normally run only 1. So let's just put this on. They only run 1. So you really have to worry about Snuff Out. In that case, I can tap down this Avenging Hunter and then attack with the 2. Yeah, let's do that. And then we have this Luxknight to block the Avenging Hunter. Interesting. That's good. Let's play this and let's just get the birds in play as well. Yeah, just Campfiring. I don't really care if I get hit for 5. Doesn't really change anything. But if I have the Flyers, again they can have Fumes, which is like not good. But they have 1 card left. And they're scrying. Bottom. Okay, that's a good sign for us. They draw a card. Not playing a land. That was good. That was very good. Now they can just kind of kill everything. Like, it is good, but we can also just equip to the Luxknight. Do you do that now, though? Because we've got the Greatsword. I mean, if you have Toxin Analysis, then that's very good. As your last card. Which makes sense, because you have been sandbagging it. Okay. So I do equip to the Luxknight, and then let's just do this now. Equip to here. I should probably actually play the land first, because if we clue token and we hit, oh, they can have Suffocating Fumes as well. It's so irritating. Let's attack. So we'll attack with the birds, of course. Attack with this. And then this. They can block. Let's just try and kill them. And then this will tap down the Avenging Hunter, so my creatures don't die. So taking a little bit of time to think about it, which is fine. It is a tough situation to be in. Again, this matchup doesn't feel great regardless. So it's kind of just, let's see if we can steal a win here and there. But this is why I want to try the Luxknight Breacher, because if they are essentially, our deck is go wide and they can handle numerous threats, and then you just drop a Luxknight at the end, sometimes we can just kind of get there. But think about how they only have like one card in their hand now. We're attacking with everything. They're probably just thinking about, okay, how can we use this Crypt Rats to get the best out of what I want to do? So they have 5 black sources, and they're blocking that, and they... Okay, and then they're going to do it for 2, it looks like. So here I'm going to do the clue token first, because we might rip a Strands off the top. And then Aurath Raven Charm for that. Yeah, so everything else dies. They will go to either go to create a treasure token, which I think is fine. The other option was I could have put the Greatsword on the Raffine's Informant, so that would have forced a better attack actually, so I probably should have done that. I think we're in good shape as long as we have this Luxknight stick around. Alright, so they're goading that. We're going to put the Greatsword on there. And we're defiling it. So they got more than one defile. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, let's just crack this. That was a very good last card, by the way. Okay. And now we're a bit in strife. Them having... them having an Avenging Hunter out and no creatures for us, and they're just F6ing here. It's very good by them. They get them for 5. So let's crack a clue and just see if we draw anything interesting. Battle Screech is good. It's not kind of good enough though here. I mean, we'll still cast it. The issue is they run Suffocating Fumes, so it gets worse. But yeah, we will still play it. Play land. Just pass. We could have put the Greatsword on there, but alas. Right, so they draw a card. I mean, this is a very uphill battle now. What's this? 5 mana, 6 mana, playing a troll. Yeah, in for 5. Look, we're pretty dead now, even if we get it. Campfire. I think I need to draw a Luxknight here. Let's crack a clue first. See what we draw. Another Skyfisher. So we play all those Skyfishers out and then flash back, but then we're just pretty close to being dead. Let's attack for 1 in the air. Let's take this take the Undercity, get a basic. I wish I did equip that Greatsword now. At least we've had a bird with an extra counter on it. But even the blocks next turn are going to be very disgusting. They're going to get the Throne of the Dead as well. They can also have a Spitting... Oh no, they got 0 cards in hand. They can't have a Spitting Darkness. So we'll attack with 1 bird here. The Defile into the Tithing Blade, 1/2 punch and an extra threat on top, one after the other, was very, very good. And perfectly, the perfect mana for it as well, but that's okay. Part of the game, you know? And for the 1, it's not that good because we just get a basic. And the only way we're going to win this is if we actually somehow pull this off. We can play this. Let's just return a land. Hell, probably even the Greatsword, to be honest. No, let's just return a land. And then we'll play this. Play a land. So here I want to actually use the flashback for this, and then we'll play it wasn't even really worth playing the extra out, but that's okay. Let's return the Bodyguard. Okay, opponent. I'm seeing if it's better to just try and kill the Avenging Hunter with my 2 flyers in my core Skyfisher and take 6. I think it's probably the best thing. We do Dyne 2 though to that. They can't actually, is this in play as well? Exile this artifact, exile creature, or creature. Oh, they can do it for that. Let's go to blocks. Might be better just to do it on that actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0 cards. Put Crypt Rats on top. So I think let's. So now I have to do this one. I'm just dead to the Crypt Rats. That's fine. Either way, yeah, they just do that and deal the damage to me. That was an interesting game. I'm going to bring in the Power Sentinels myself. That's what I was thinking about when playing against their deck. I'm going to cut these Guardian's Pledges. Oh, they do handle the Drown and Sorrows, I guess. The Battle Screeches are a bit interesting as well because they run Suffocating Fumes and they get worse with Flashback. So I'm actually thinking we cut some of these because we're running the Power Sentinels. Dust aren't good, Holy Lights aren't good. The Bodyguards are interesting, especially with the Crypt Rats, but they only really run 1. So I'm thinking even cutting down on the Strands. I don't really want anything else though. They run a lot of they run the Bogs and they're probably bringing the Spell Bombs. You know what? Let's keep these creatures in because we got the Flashback, and let's cut the Strands because we've got the Bodyguards, and see how that goes. It's a very heavy hand, but we can win sometimes if we just have like Thread Inspector or Fiend's Informant, discard the Battle Screech, play another creature, flash it back, and then just go Guardian's Pledge, and then Guardian's Pledge again, or whatever. Alright, we are on the play for game 2. Lost game 1 quite easily. I'm going to mull this hand. It doesn't do a lot. This hand does more. We'll keep it. I'm thinking I might just bottom this Skyfisher because it doesn't really do a lot in this kind of hand. We'll just go lands, then Raffine's Informant. We'll still discard the Battle Screech. If they have a Bog, they have a Bog. Hopefully just get up to Luxknight Breacher mana and then call it a day. But if we don't, that's okay as well. What are we drawing? Magic Online wants to be a little bit laggy for us, but that's okay. Discarding. So if we draw a Plains, we're in a very good spot. We can just play all our creatures and then flush back the Screech. But sometimes the board has other things it wants to do. Land. Okay, another Informant. So we're going to play an Informant and likely be discarding another Informant. Honestly, I might discard one of these Thread Inspectors, to be honest. A bit of a shame we didn't draw lands. I want to keep these Luxknight Breachers. I think they're going to help get us across the line here. Here it is. The one and only Crypt Rats. Okie dokie. I don't like it because normally Crypt Rats is a one-of. Not playing this Battle Screech into that. I might even just play this Novice Inspector and crack a Clue to try and just hit another land. At least currently it's all neutral with what we're doing. Yeah, if they don't want to do anything on their turn, then that's fine with me as well. Just playing a 2-drop. Yep. Any order. Interesting they do it there. Well, let's go. I'm not just going to play a 4 for Breach. We'll play this into a Thraben Charm. I might discard this other land, to be honest. Get the Luxknight Breaches. I think this does get worse. They could have the Haunted Mire to bring it back. I think I'm going to discard this, play our creature, and just play the land and say go. They just got to cast down for that, yeah. Okay. So I'll likely just playing these Lux Knights out now as a what, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 6/6, and then well, now it's a 5/5. I've got to say their control deck swing are very good at being a control deck. Let's just play the Bugler. Ideally, I want this to be over 6, so it's actually like semi good against what they're doing. Alright, let's just take this because I want the permanence. And then next turn we can play Luxknight. And then the following turn we can play another Luxknight. Not gonna... Yeah, okay. Let's attack with both. I might not attack with the Thraben Inspector because they have a way to give the just having a look. They have a way to give their Inspector +1/+1. Now let's just do that. They can take 2 and we'll play this Palace Sentinel out. Sometimes it doesn't feel good to be monarched. Now, I'm going to speed up now because we're running out of time. Yeah. This is where they want to get the Crypt Rats in. I'm going to assume they're not a Toxis Analysis deck, and we are going to just jam these Lux Knights. So I assume this is getting the Crypt Rats. Yeah, it is getting the Crypt Rat. So in future, maybe I do want to run more graveyard shenanigans. I'm just going to play a troll here. No. Well, let's attack with everything. And we'll play a giant Lux Knight. One, two, three, four. There's my 9/9. Yep, makes sense to wait on that. Good thing I have a second one. And then even following up with a Bugler and a Skyfisher. Yeah, they're playing the rats. The rats. Just blowing it up now because of Prismatic Strands, the card. Makes sense. Yep, for 4. Any order's fine. Back to us. Okay, let's play the Ancient Den. What was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to play the Bugler and then hopefully just get something else off of this. Because I don't mind this. Oh my god. I am going to play this Skyfish and actually bounce this Bugler, to be honest. You want the value. And next turn, I mean, we're going to play... Oh. I'm going to keep this Palace Sentinels in my hand in case they play their own Monarch. And then we can play our Sentinels to then stop them from getting the Monarch. Monarch feels good. It feels really good. So that's what I was thinking, the map token for the County Guards. That's why I kept back the Threat Inspector in case they got rid of both. So let's attack them with this. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm just going to play out this, and then we can just get a clue token after. Just make a huge creature. Just cast downing that. Oh, what's this? 3 mana? Pulse for a Crypt Rats. Okay. And that is another way that how they can kill us. is just playing Crypt Rats and then continuously just like spike us with it. Because we don't have any life gain in our deck. Yep, Cast Down's a good card. And not playing this Crypt Rats. Interesting. I was meant to crack the clue. Sorry, I'm playing fast. Let's go attack first. Again, we're very behind on clock, so I'm just trying to be like semi-fast, I guess. I think we just draw another Luxknight, really. That was a good draw. Let's go land. Let's play another Bugler, and then we'll play this Bodyguard. They're just cracking the Limbus. They're doing the offering. Makes sense. And we just grab that. Let's just flash back the Screech, I say. And I mean, they can very rarely have something for this Bodyguard. Guardian's Pledge is nice. It's very, very nice. It's gonna Crypt Rats. Okay, you got it. You got it, Chief. They can always removal spell, which is annoying. For 3, well, okay, we'll save. Probably the Skyfisher, to be honest. They might want to cast down it, I guess. Okay, they're just killing everything. Sure, everything's dead. I don't want to play this Palace Sentinel. Maybe I just do. Who knows? Who knows? I actually want to keep up this Guardian's Pledge in case they drown and sorry me. This is just relentless, honestly. Yep, you've drawn half your deck. There it is. And we will claim back said Monarch. Do some end steps so they can't drown and sorrow us. And then we will just equip the sword and try to attack and get the Monarch. If that doesn't, let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can go 1, 2, 6. So let's play this first. That way we can steal the Monarch quite easily. And yeah, let's chuck you on there. And that way we can just attack with this. Let's go to attacks. Down that. 6 cards in hand, it's a lot, you know. We'll give it Pro Black. Why not? What is this? Ah, see, yeah, so we almost would have... I should have attacked with that, sorry. So that's coming in for Pro Black. Let's just kill them with this Guardian's Pledge. This is just funny. This is ridiculous. I'm going to time myself out in game 3 as well. What is this? Ah, the Lembis. That makes sense. That's fine. I'll take the Monarch back. Then I'll block. This is definitely not my finest hour. I definitely should attack that Novice Inspector, but that's okay. That's alright. I would have killed them. I'm kind of happy for this game to end because I'm not going to win on game 3 because I don't have much mana left. Much of a muchness left. This Drowning, sorry. Avenging Hunter, let's go. Get that bread. Now, if they don't have another removal spell in their hand, we can tap down the Avenging Hunter and attack with both. I can put the Greatsword onto the other card. Campfire. Oh, it's just funny. I'll keep them on off for now. Okay, let's play a land. Let's go to attacks. You're doing Campfire? No, you're doing Defile for 1 billion. Okay, that's fine. This is just so funny. Yeah, you can Campfire. Let's do this. Play this and pass. So funny. This is just ridiculous. Oh, these games always take so long. It's so painful. The Gardens is a good deck, don't get me wrong. I think they have me now. Let's just see it to the end. We may as well. They've just drawn 1 billion cards. Yeah, Bog for the Battle Screech. I mean, this has just been a masterclass on destroying my deck. Really. They probably just want to get like a Drowning Sword to just knock off these damn birds and then... Yeah, okay. So let's equip a sword to here. Yeah, you got it. And let's attack with both. It's got 3, 6. So it just doesn't really matter. Gets the counter. Let's crack a clue first. Yeah, why not? It's just funny. We're going to a game 3. This is just silly. Let's bring the Strands back in. I don't have any formal Graveyard Hate in this version. I had an extra Benevolent Bodyguards, which is like, hasn't been the greatest. Let's just bring them in anyway. These Raven Charms have, I think will be good because we can exile their graveyard. Honestly, it's all been good. I think the only way we're winning this game is if we go fast. If we go really, really fast. So I think we want the Battle Screech hand. Less bodyguards. The Strands are good. But we'll just cut down the Buglers. And we'll just try and aggro them. Even though they're running like mono removal spells. And they have twice the amount of time on the clock. Partially the clock's gone down because I did feed my cat during this time. So that's that. This hand's not fast enough to win this game. They mold as well. We'll mull. This hand's not killable either. I would have kept that first hand, but it's not going to win. Yeah, they're really thinking about this. And motor lag is real. We'll keep this. We'll keep 2 lands. Let's just bottom the Thraben Charm and probably... Actually, we'll just bottom this. Ooh, this one and this one. You just want to go hard. We'll go Inspector into Informant. Hopefully get a Screech. I'm not going to talk much because I don't have any time. Yep, just defiling that. So here I'll definitely just play the Fiend's Informant. Yeah, that's really good. The Great Sword. We're going to play the other cards next turn. Snuff out. They're just trying to kill me by the triggers. We'll play this. Yep, they're just killing literally everything. Land? We have no notes, they can do what they want here. And so if you draw Guardian's Pledge, you can very much win this game now. Because they could have kept a really bad hand. Alright, Drown, sorry. No, spell and then second draw the extra card. So if we draw literally Guardian's Pledge, we can just wreck them here. Ain't no way, dog. Ain't no way. Guardian's Pledge? Come on. That's why we kept you in the deck. We've got 2 draws because we can do it off the clue token as well. Alright, let's do this first. Well, let's attack with everything and we'll just play the Bodyguard and the Inspector. Again, they can just Crypt Rats me, whatever. Just do it on the bird. This bird's better. Black. Guardian's Pledge. Draw again. Let's go. Is this enough? Let's go. And that's why we kept it in the deck. Alright, we are back. I have a jump from now because it is quite cold where I live currently. We are on the play, which is awesome. And we'll keep this hand because it's also NTB. So we'll just start with the Fiend's Informant and then discard the Strands. Hopefully draw another land for this Bugler. But Thraben 27 makes me think we might be playing against another White Weenie Aficionado. Which would be cool to play, and Prismatic Strands is also just a great card. So I might even be discarding like the Thraben Charm, if that's the case, because having Strands and flushing back Strands can absolutely just be crippling against the Weenie version. It just seems like a bit of a... Okay, well they're definitely not playing a weenie deck. They're playing, I'd argue, the polar opposite. We have a pretty good start though. Hopefully we draw a plane so we can just drop this. I want to get the flyer out, to be honest. Yep, just doing a snuff out. They have a bit of a slow go of it as well. I smell a counterspell. My gosh, this doesn't line up well. Let's just play the Skyfisher, and if it resolves, then we can return a land and play the Thraben Inspector. Bit of a shame we didn't draw that extra planes, but that's okay, we'll play it. And let's just play the Inspector. Just countering this. Oh, just casting down that. And that's the reason they if they wanted to kill the core Skyfisher, they could. I wonder if they're just straight blue-black, but I'm just waiting to see that terror. I'm going to crack the clue now and just pray for a plains. Yeah, that's a shame. We will attack. It's a shame we haven't drawn another land. We have, 3 turns with the strands, and this Luxknight can get somewhere, but really we do need a draw. I'm actually going to Thraben Charm that pretty quickly. What are they discarding? Sneaky Snacker. Yeah, it's a good one. I might even let them have the looting with that, and I'll just find an exile effect for this Sneaky Snacker. I'll just do it in response to whatever loot effect they have. We'll probably attack, and you see this is not good. Let's just attack for 1. I feel like we have a very stacked hand, but it's just not really coming together. So we're definitely using one of these charms over anything else. We'll pass. Wait till that, we'll let them turn off water yields. Sometimes it doesn't let me. Yeah, we are going to cast and exile their graveyard, because generally that's just like a hard one to deal with. It's just recurring blockers aren't nice. And then we'll probably use the Thraben Charm to get rid of this Modern Age. See, I waited with that Thraben Charm because of the they could have brainstormed in response, so it's better to do the triggers a certain way. They already had a Dispel. Well, that's nice. Let's attack. And I think we just try and drop this Bugler out. We can save this other charm. If they're discarding Dispel, makes me think they already have a counterspell in their hand. Yeah, there we go. Which was, it was going to happen. We really need to be double spelling, but we're not double spelling. We are one spelling and missing land drops. What I'm going to be a bit sad about is they're likely going to just play a Terror here now. So I've got an island with it. Okay. Well, let's play the Informant first, because we might hit something off of it. Also, they might just counterspell this as well. Yep, they're just counterspelling. So they've got 2 more cards in hand. We'll play this Bodyguard. Just counterspelling that as well. Spell Starter Sprite. Jesus. Jesus. Okay. And now the pain occurs. I think our best draw is an Ancient Den, and we're just playing a 5/5 Luxknight Breacher. But my god, do I smell a Thraben Inspector's not doing much else. Let's attack. If we had a clue, then we could do the extra charm shenanigans. But let's just play a Breacher. Let's just have a 4/4. It outclasses all their stuff, but it's not that good. Yeah, cast down. Okay. So we have one card left. Well, I'm kind of fine with this as well. Okay. Let's see if the Greatsword resolves. And if they decide to do anything about it. So here we can Thraben Charm. It's risky because if they have a removal spell, then we lose it all and we're very far behind. Okay. So that comes in play and that doesn't do anything. And now we suddenly have an extra permanent. Wonder what their last card is. Another Modern Age Scary. So that's why I'm holding back on these strands because... Alright, so just an arm that we're holding. Just attacking with that. Maybe they have another Sprite. If I equip to here, I can get in, play the Skyfisher, and then attack again. So I'm going to do this and see what happens. Surely I don't have a cast down. That's cool. That's nice that that resolves. I'm wondering what's going to happen with this. I mean, arguably it gets a little bit worse now because now I'm bouncing it back. Well, it's not Spellstar Sprite, which is good. So now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I can play a huge Luxknight Breacher. And we've got a Strand in the bin as well. The discard Thorn of the Black Rose. I feel like that would be quite easy to... I guess we can just tap something down and attack with everything. This is weird. What are they normally running? I just want to double check to make sure they're not running... yeah, this is the Dimir control list. If they're just running... yeah, Suffocating Fumes. We'll let them hit for 2. It's very real that they can have the Suffocating Fumes, so... Interesting. That lifelink is going to be hectic. Let's just take it again. Okay, that's not a land. Let's go Greatsword on here. And let's just attack with the Thraben Inspector. Just tap that down, doesn't really matter. You got one card left in their hand. The lifelink counter is very real, but do they have a counterspell for this? Okay, that's good for us. And then now, whatever they do, we're probably very likely going to just use one of these strands here. Get another blocker. I'm happy just kind of using this now. I don't think we're going to use it in any other means. And we just name blue. Okay, they have a Spell Pierce. That's their last card. Okay, well you can definitely gain that extra life. And then let's keep back this other strands in our hand. I'll keep back the Skyfisher, I think. That's what I'll do. Yeah, let's attack this in the Luxknight Breacher, and then we'll keep back. I don't think this really matters. Probably the Sneaky Snacker, because they can just quite easily return that as a blocker. And then let's play this Informant out, discarding literally a ham sandwich because I want to keep these strands around. Let's just discard a land. Yeah, let's just use our mana. Such a good card. Naming blue. Then on our turn we can attack with everything. If we just draw something good off this clue token. Let's do the clue token first. Throw-Open Charm's a good one. Let's play it first, just in case it doesn't resolve. Okay, and now let's attack with everything and just tap down the Vector Glider. Yeah. Oh no, I had lethal. What am I doing? I should have just Throw-Open Charmed it. That's okay. Sorry, I'm playing a bit too conservatively. They don't have me dead next on this turn though. 3, 4, 5. Angle Dangles has been called. Do I burn that now? I think I do. Let's bait them out with this. Okay, that was their last card. So now we can take, let's just do the maths here because they can't do anything else. So we take 3, we go to 6. They go up to 6. We kill this and tap it down, yeah. So let's just kill, destroy the Angler. And then we tap that down and kill them, yeah. So it was more conservative. So we wouldn't have killed them with the because of the Dispel in their hand anyway. There's not too much I'll change, and the flyers are kind of good as well. I'm just thinking what they run. So they run 2 Arms of Hadar. They don't really have much else that they can bring in against me. They can have Extract. That's about it, really. They're running, what, the 4 Cast Downs and the 4 Snuff Outs. So maybe it's worth it. You know what? I think the Bodyguards are worth it, because if we have a couple out, we might be able to just... Yeah, I'm going to cut the Guardian's Pledges, because they're absolutely full heinous when they dispel them. The Bodyguards could allow our Luxknight Breachers to actually kill them. This hand's good. Lands and spells, 2 removal spells as well, so it's good for the Modern Age. And how, with mana and stuff, how it works, it's really good keeping this up or cracking a clue or whatnot. And we have a Breacher for that later game. So they mull to 6 as well. Interesting. Yep, the old classic Island Go. Land is a good draw for us. What's this? Oh, just Lorien Revealed. Next turn, if they just go land go, I'm going to attack and I probably won't do much else, to be honest. Okay, now they're doing that, I'm more inclined to play out an Inspector. And then everything else. It is a bit weird and wonky donkey with the curve. but it just puts more into the board. Like if I didn't hit my land drop, I wouldn't have done the inspector there. I would have cracked the clue, but because I got the Citadel sitting in my hand, the other option is like these games do go slower. More mana efficient is just going Novice Inspector and then keeping up the 2 lands for either a Thraben Charm or cracking a clue token. See, that's a good draw as well. Let's attack with both. And I kind of actually just want to sit back on clue token, Thraben Charm stuff. Because I'm even happy just cracking the clue, to be honest, and getting the 4th land so we can double spell next turn. And they're not doing much else. No, they're not. Let's just crack a clue. See what we hit. Bodyguard's nice. They also haven't hit another land, so let's attack. Play the land. Let's just play an Informant because they can counterspell it if they want. We can just clue token at a turn. What do I want to get rid of? I'll get rid of the Battle Screech. Got to get that virtual card advantage. And there's no real reason to go too crazy against him anyway. Let's crack the clue token. This threat density is just good against them anyway. Let's attack. So yeah, they can have the Arms of Hadar. Does that resolve? Four cards in hand. I just have a feeling they have just... I kind of don't want to play this Luxknight Breacher, really. I think I have enough in play, and I just know they have a counterspell, so... I think I'd much rather just kill them over 2 turns with this stuff. Like, it's doing enough. Just mono removal spells for their stuff, strands. Yeah, let's just attack with everything again. We just play the Battle Screech Luxknight if they do anything against this. Yeah, Arms of Hadar. What do I want to do against that? And that's fine. Also why I didn't want to just jam the Screech. Maybe I shouldn't play the Benevolent Bodyguard because of that. Anyway, now that I can kind of just play Screech and crap, and I can draw a ham sandwich. They're on 4 now, so... What if their plan was just playing anything else? I'm going to keep all these Thraben Charms in my hand. I think it's only if they're going to play anything interesting that I'll actually do something about that. Let's just play a Battle Screech. Makes you think they have another Arms of Hadar in their hand. Yeah, just counterspelling that. Let's play out a little Benevolent Bodyguard, the little engine that could. The best draw is probably just a Militia Bugler, really. The thing is, they're just on 4 and they've got 2 cards in hand. I got 5 and they have to drop me to 0. Yeah. The pledges are definitely a lot worse. These Thraben Charms are rotting in my hand. Bugler or Screech is my best draw. Okay, just passing. It looks like it's a land. And let's just attack for 1, I guess. And then we'll try and resolve this Luxknight Breacher. It's just going to be likely a 4/4 or something. They're just taking it? Yeah, they are. Alright. Use your counter spell. Okay. Cast down. It's funny because these Thraben Charms are absolutely terrible unless I draw something extra to do with them. We are gonna use the Bodyguard, give Pro Black. Pro Black. And exactly why I wanted to run these Bodyguards as well. What's in their hand though? So you snuff out they have to hard cast now. Like, is it just like a spell starter sprite? Brainstorm, let's go on. Yes, the Modern Age. In response to this though, we will Thraben Charm it, cast, destroy target enchantment. Just so in case they draw a counter spell or something like that. Can't spelling that. Okay. So now you need a cast down or bust because the snuff out doesn't do it, or a blocker, I guess. It was a cast down. Okay, so no more cards in their hand. I draw planes. Let's just kill. We're really out here doing this, aren't we? I'll pass. Both of us have 0 cards. Is where you just play a sneaky snacker. Maybe you have a counter spell. Come on, Militia Bugler. Off the top, please. No, that's not that good. We'll play it though. We'll keep this planes in our hand because we might be doing the Rafines with it. They're really out here on 3. Okay, let's just attack and see what they do. Because I can still Strands and I can still Thraben Charm here if I want to. They have 1 card in hand. And honestly, I think I'm discarding this Plains anyway because I want the Strands in my hand. Alright, we're attacking for 1, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's see if this Informant resolves. Does resolve. Let's get rid of this Plains. Oh, the Bugler. Let's go. So this gets around Arms of Hadar. Okay, that resolves as well. Well, let's just grab this Inspector, play the Inspector, and then let's play a Screech. I know they could have the shenanigans for it, but we have a bunch of Screeches out. This just means that if they have any other removal, or a Gurmag or something, or I don't know. Really, I don't know. Hopefully this just calls it for us. And betraying the White Weenie clan for going blue-black. Alright, we are into round 4. We are on the play. This hand, yeah, look, it's a little bit slow, but it's still good. We have the virtual value with the Rafines of Forming Prismatic Strands. Doesn't this just make you happy playing a white deck? You just doesn't get better than this, you know. So, top 4. What are you playing against me? Forest. Don't play an elf, please. Oh, we were having such a good run as well, you know. And they're playing elves. Let's play the Citadel, and we'll drop the Rafine's Informant. We will. I think the Strands is going to be important, so I'm thinking we might discard another Rafine's Informant. Or flyers are pretty important as well. Let's just get rid of Rafine's Informant and pass. This is virtually impossible to win, elves. Alright, we need to draw Thraben Charm, otherwise we're going to have a bit of a bad news bear. I love how they have the scuffed Lana Elves as well. That's good stuff. Now, what do we want to do here? Let's attack first and see what they do. If we are Rafine's Informing, that doesn't really do much either. We could maybe get there with a Benevolent Bodyguard and a giant Luxknight. So let's play this Inspector out. And basically what we then have to just worry about is the Well-Wisher. We will die quite single-handedly to that. But if we get into some weird space where we can literally play our Luxknight and we're able to attack unblockable somehow, then we might be in a good spot. But if they go literally lead the Stampede into like 2 more elves, and then what do they pick up? Generally, this isn't worth our time if they have anything. So they just got 1 card. That's pretty rough. So they got a Timberwatch Elf, which doesn't matter too much. Let's see what else they cast. Again, if they play a Well-Wisher and we don't draw a Thraben Charm on our turn, then we are pretty buggered. This Greatsword doesn't do anything. 5 mana. Wow, just casting a Segu Wildling. Well, I kind of do want to tap it down and attack with everything now. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Oh. Again, probably the way we're winning this game. That's pretty wild to play that. It's just Thragtusk as well. It's crazy. Let's attack with the Rafine's Informant and see what they want to do. Maybe it was correct to play the sword, but I think I want to play Bugler and I want to try and get the Luxknight. They really think if they want to trade off here. That's what they're thinking about. They do. That's what they're doing. Okay. Let's just play the Bugler and just pray that we hit a Luxknight. I mean, the bodyguards are good, but just putting 1 to the bottom is not good. Alright. Does not the Segu Wildling, but the Timberwatch, it doesn't give Trample, which is good. But they can give it to anything. They've got Forest. They do have a slow hand, at least. Okay, 3 Elves in play. What are your last 2 cards? More Segu Wildlings? What else are we doing, opponent? How good would it be if it says like it forces them to block with the card instead? Busted. Nyxborn Hydra. The card that gives reach, eh? Yeah, that's a pretty good draw, and that makes sense with what else they had. Oh, they're just playing it outright. So that's interesting. That's really interesting. So I think we actually get rid of the Timber Watch Elf still. Now, one card left. I think we just play the Novice Inspector and let's just kill this Timber Watch Elf. Because we can just Greatsword and tap down that one. They've had a very weird hand, draw. No business being this bad. We really should have died. That Lead the Stampede should have grabbed at least 2 more Elves and then they would just been like, yep, you're dead now. That card has Reach. I don't know why. It has Reach and Trample. So we're just going to pass. And then hopefully they just don't play another one because we'll die otherwise. Okay, so Fyndhorn Elves, which isn't a great draw. What's your last card? Another Nyxborn Hydra. Do you put that on top of the other Hydra? I think you put that on top of the other Hydra. You do. Yep, that's a lot of damage. And it's got Trample as well. At least they're attacking with it. So now we can attack, we can cast Strands. I mean, maybe there's a way we can steer out of this, you know? If we're really lucky. Oh, it's so close. Let's attack, and then we have the Strands. We're very likely using the Strands twice. Don't know how we're winning this game still, but, you know, it is what it is. Lead the Stampede. So even if they had a real big stumble here, they are still able to get there. 3 cards entered. Masked Vandal. Good ones. Good ones as well. Very good ones. Surely just jam. Just jam with everything, mate. Just get in. No. Everything. Do I... Didn't get any other ones. Let's... Do I use that now? Three, 4, 5. It's 8. 8 power. Let's use the Strands because uses our mana the best. And yeah, they do know about it now, but that's okay. Green. We're so far off killing them. Times like this, I wish I had 2 more in my deck. So we're definitely bringing in Holy Light. You just hit one of... Surely you just hit one of the clue tokens, though. Does it exile? Wow, it exiles? Huge. And that hits my other clue token. That's fair enough. I'm just going to concede here unless I... draw another Thraben Charm, but we're on 7. They can just attack with everything twice. Yeah, let's concede. It's interesting because maybe in a different world we could get there with a Luxknight. So I'm going to bring in the Bodyguards because, like I said, the way we win this, I think, is through Gusto. I'm cutting the Screeches because they can run the Scatter Shots, and that makes my life miserable. Let's keep that in. Let's keep those. Thraben Charms are still good. I think the Greatsword's terrible. Alright, we are on the play. I feel like this deck gets so close to 5-0ing and then I just get paired into Elves and it's just painful. Let's just run through the motions. We basically just need to draw into a Holy Light to stand a chance. Again, I've said in other videos, this is really like a 98% win rate for them. Oh, there it is, baby. Hopefully they just... Let's attack. You know, even if we lose, how fun would it be if we just wrecked them with a with one of those bad boys? Let's play an Informant and probably just bin this. Oh, Luxknight. I'm going to get rid of this Bugler because now we have the other stuff and I want to be able to double one drop next turn if things go awry. And again, I want them to play to the board. There it is, the Mighty Well-Wisher. Go on, play another elf. I dare ya. Play another elf. How good's Holy Light? Just an absolutely random ass card. With the best text on it anyway. There it is. See, there's the scatter shot. Told you it was coming. Told you the scatter shot was coming, and that's why I got rid of those pesky flyers. Now, this is interesting. So yeah, I've got attack. What's really hot topic is that I could attack with like a block, and then we could, you know, drop everything. I need a land, so let's just crack and pray. No, okay. So they can just gain a crap ton of life every turn. They brought in the scatter shots, which is great. So we teched against the scatter shots, and then now it's just a crappy 1-mana 1/2, which they're going to think they can block with. So as soon as we draw a beautiful Plains, we are attacking with both, and they're going to block, because why not? Why wouldn't you? And then we're going to Holy Light everything. It's just like a watercolor with someone's butt as well, you know what I mean? Like, how good? What even is this picture? Like, Drew Tucker, what were you thinking here? Now, none of my plan works if we don't draw a Plains or a land. It does not work at all. They're going deep in the tank here. They do have a couple other plays because this returns the forest. They can play the forest. Yeah, Priest, you got it. Play it all out, baby. Just play it all out. Yep. Okay, is that all the elves that you're playing then? So really, they shouldn't block with this. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I'll even take... I'll do the attacks, and then if they block it, hey, that's great. Alright, untap a creature. Yeah, they're just gaining literally 1 billion life. And this is the other thing as well. Like, it doesn't really matter what we do here. We can Holy Light them, but it doesn't matter because they could just have land lead the Stampede. Alright, Magic Gods, give me a land. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. So, let's attack first. Set a stop there. Okay, and let's just pass to them. Let's get rid of this stop. I put this stop here because if they do the untap thing, then we can get rid of everything. Oh, it did it when I didn't want it to do. That's annoying. I was trying to put a stop in the upkeep. Winding Way. Okay. Four cards, so we got another Scatter Shot and a Querying Ranger, Forest. So let's see if they just play everything else out. They're going to gain literally 1 billion life twice over. So maybe it was worth it to... Okay, you play the scatter shot. Just getting like 12 life. Generous End. Well, now I feel like an absolute buffoon. Yeah, it's fine. So I should have probably like really in the upkeep. Okay, let's just Holy Light here. I wish I did it in the end step though. I mean, ideally I want to do it in the upkeep, but I didn't set the stop for that. So let the record reflect that I planned to do it then, but I wasn't able to. The only good thing about these scatter shots is they're just like a 1/2 that sticks around now. Yes, they're on 30. They have a crap ton of... and this end wouldn't be in play either, so, you know, maybe screwed up a smidgy didge. And there's no way I'm killing this end either. Unless I get a Thraben Charm. And just maybe, this is what the deck wants me to do, you know? I'm gonna... I mean, we can still win this. They're quite slowed down now. We're going to play all these Informants. I'm definitely going to keep both these Breaches around. Oof, it's close. Yeah, let's just get rid of this one, play the land. And then they can attack us. And then we're going to play Luxknight and then another Luxknight. And then we're going straight to Flavor Country. You still have 2 cards in hand. Like, this we're not going to win this at all, but it's just fun to play, and that's why I play Magic. I'm not here to win all the time. Lead the Stampede is a great draw. Excellent draw by them. I wonder if they'll take out the scatter shots. If I ever win this game to some whack way, maybe I bring back in the Battle Screeches just to mess with them. So it's important now that Core Skyfisher is a dreadful card. Let's play just this Luxknight. And then suddenly, your Generous End, boy oh boy, is not good anymore. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 9/9. And then suddenly, I still have this Holy Light. So I'll attack with the Breacher, and then depending on what they do, I'm going to use the Holy Light. Like if they go crazy blocks on it or something like that, I'll use the Holy Light. Kill the rest of their 1-drops. And if they play the damn tap, give plus X equal to the amount of Elves they control, then we're in extra bad time. They've gone through a third of their deck, and we haven't seen a Nyxborn Hydra yet. This probably hits the Darksteel Citadel. I'll probably hit the... Yeah. That's a fair cop. So I'm wondering now if they... I'm attacking with this Breacher. I'm getting in. Yeah, you can play a Priest, dog. That's fine. Okay. I mean, they're probably just blocking with an elf here. There's a Thraben Charm. There it is. Let's attack, see what they do. I mean, they could just take it as well. They're on 30. This is such a funny game. I'm having fun. This is like Merfolk versus Affinity Modern. You're playing the Merfolk and you just insta lose. But I'm having fun. Let's see if we can steal a game off this Elves deck. They just take it. It's very interesting. Now I'm going to play the Bodyguard, and then I'm likely gonna just. I don't feel like I want a Holy Light. Yeah, I want a Holy Light when I can hit more 1/1s, and it will hit the other card that doesn't do a lot, whatever it's called. Well, now this looks like they're going to put just a giant Nick Spawn Hydra. Yeah, just like an absolutely just monstrosity of one. Probably just on an elf. Yeah. Chuck it down on a big boy. Holy crap, it is huge. And honestly, this probably just like can win them the game on the spot. Whatever they're attacking with though, it will die. Now you see the hidden mode of this Thraben Charm is that they're going to attack. And we are going to block it with I don't have anything else. So it's a 5/7 normally. This is 3, 6, 7. Yeah, we do lose our Fiend's Informants, which is sad. I'm thinking I probably just put a and then let's destroy that enchantment because that is the extra side of this. Destroy you. And then I'm actually going to, I know this sounds crazy, but I'm going to give this pro green just because I think it's going to be better staving off all the other dorks around here. And we're going to Holy Light next turn. And then I'm going to attack with everything. Okay. Do I Luxknight first? No, a Holy Light in case they draw a... Let's just Holy Light now. Let's attack with Fiend's Informant and a Luxknight Breacher. And then hold, and let's do this now. So now they don't have anything left. You come in with everything. Not left with a lot. Because now the Nitspawn Hydra is not good if they draw it. They're blocking that. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's, I mean, the 7/7 is still fine as well. I mean, that's a good draw. They can just gain 3 life every turn. But little do they know. And I'm just going to outright just play. Yeah, alright. I'm playing this now because I want to attack with everything. And if I lose anything, then it doesn't really matter. I can't believe... I mean, this all it took was 2 Holy Lights. And a poorly done game 1 Holy Light. Don't mind that. Yeah, if they just double block that, that's fine though. They're taking 12, and then yeah, my Thraben is back to die sadly, but I think we're in a good spot because we're just attacking with these mono Luxknights. I mean, that was a great draw. Because they do it three times in a row. Yeah, they got lots of life. Really need to draw something to... Yeah, holy crap. So they're just gaining... I mean, we will attack with everything still. I technically have lethal, so they have to block with stuff. So let's go attacks. I was meant to play the Breacher first. Silly Billy of me. I'm going to double block this. Probably do this first and then just take 16. Yeah. Yeah, that was silly by me. Do the Well-Wisher again. Yep. It's probably... I mean, that Skyfish is not very good. 6/6 is still fine. Alright, that's all I have. Play your Forest, and what else do you have? Another Elf. At least everything just trades with everything else. I mean, that's a great draw. Maybe they will come back from this. Where you hit. Finhorn Elves, Nyx-Spawn Hydra, Nyx-Spawn Hydra. Interesting, interesting. I'm 100% going to be firing off this damn clue to try and just hit something to kill these damn Well-Wishers. Let's just do the clue first. Because we can go like Return Land, play Thread Inspector. Okay, let's get in with everything. I think they're pretty dead now though. 3 Luxknight later. And this is how I envisioned how we were going to win against them here. Yeah. Alright, let's try another game. Again, I'm just impressed that we took a game off them. Alright, we are on the draw. Let's keep this hand, lands and spells. We need to draw Holy Light into Holy Light to win again, but you know, it's about the friends you make along the way. I've lifetime not won that many games against this deck, which is fine. But yeah, we need to draw Holy Light pretty dang fast. And there is an argument to actually aggressively mulligan to a Holy Light. But you know, I like to live dangerously and have a little bit of fun along the way. Yeah. They really worked through their clock as well. I can't believe we took a game away from them, to be honest, and I'm just happy about that. Alright, so a Thraben Charm on this Priest would be absolutely huge. There it is. There is the Holy Light. I am going to play... the Citadel, and let's just play an Informant, and we're probably just going to discard a Bugler. We're 100% playing Holy Light unless they do a Vandal. Okay, I'm actually going to... I do want 4 lands. Sorry, Bugler, you are going away. A 3/2 is pretty huge against the Masked Vandals. Let's get him for 1. Now, what we need to fade from them now is... Hopefully they just do a setup turn, play all the Lana Elves in the world, and then we can Holy Light them. But if they play a Nyx-Spawn Hydra, we are in not a good not a good state, essentially. It can be very huge and we don't have a way to kill it. I don't know what they're really doing here. They don't have a lot of extra options for it. They might actually run the artifact removal. And they may have brought that in. Okay, they're just taking the 1. I mean, they'd probably just run the... Yeah, the Spider Silk is a pretty good one. Why are they blocking that? Why did they block that? Oh, they got the Masked Vandal, that's why they want the creature. That makes sense. That's a fair cop. But again, I have lands. If they want to spend their turn doing a Masked Vandal and use the Priest, that's, I think, fine with me. We'll just play out a Plains, and then we'll play... Shame we didn't hit that other Plains. Yeah, you got 3, 4, 5. Well wisher. Okay. Again, the life doesn't matter. It's more if they're playing a lot of the just 1/1 elves. And now we miss out on playing. That's not good. They can't collect evidence though. They've got 2 Vitugazis. I mean, it's just also a 1/3, which is huge for them. I'm very keen not to add to this board though. Let's just play, I mean, it might be correct to just, you know, let's just play the Benevolent Bodyguard, because then we can quite comfortably block more. These Vitagazis can get out of hand as well. There's a line of elves. There it is. So they have that other Vitagazi, which they can put on that Vitagazi Inspector. And that's pretty good for them. I'm wondering if they're running like a Spider Silk armor, which I probably would. 6 mana. Is this just a big old tree boy? Cannot beat a tree boy. It looks like it's going to be a tree boy if this is all this extra mana. They got 5 minutes left. God damn. Please don't be a Nyx-born Hydra. It looks like it's going to be a Nyx-born Hydra. But please don't let it be a Nyx-born Hydra. Wonder where it goes as well. Yeah, it looks like a Nyx-born Hydra. Absolutely phenomenal card. Okie doke. How do we beat that, one might say? I mean, I think we just have to take it. Yeah, gain a button. 1 metric button. That's a Thraben Charm. So yeah, I'll play this land. I'm just thinking, is that the best use of our mana if we get rid of that now and then... I mean, I don't think we're going to win this game, but I think we kind of just have to let them pass and have a false sense of security. It doesn't matter if they gain 1 billion life. And we have to let them attack with that, and then we Thraben Charm it. The real problem is if they play a second, we can't beat a second, which looks like this is what they might be doing. Yep, they're attacking with everything. Yep. So how much is the collect evidence? It's 6. So everything else will go. Let's go to blocks. What can they have from it? They have... That doesn't do anything. Okay, let's go... I think it's fine if I have a Vitagazi. Let's put one on there. Let's put one on there. Let's put one... I think I'm fine to do this. And then let's cast this, destroy target enchantment. And then that dies, their Vandal dies. They didn't Well-Wisher here. And then do they Vitagazi now or later? That's good. That is good. And then just hit my land with the clue. They do hit the land. And we're back to kind of like a not great space now. Hey, there it is. So that's a 1-2 as well. So we need to draw another Thraben Charm now. That is not it. That is not it. Well, now we're dead. Yeah, so they just do that whenever they want, because it's not sorcery speed, sadly. That was fun though. I mean, if we had the land for the Holy Light, then kill this, kill this, kill this. They could still go 1, 2, 3 on one of them. They would have to block each, and then we're just not going to win from there either. We could take one hit, but you know. This is, I think, with the deck building with this deck, is that end of the day, them being able to hit the lands has been pretty huge for them. They run 3. Normally decks run 2 of those. They run 4. Jesus, is that just because it... Yeah. Let's just put this on there. Put this on there. Put this on. I know, yeah, I'm just walking through the motions here, but... Yep, dead. They got me. Having a land, though, could have done it as well. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, we are in the last round. They mulligan to 6. We have a 1 lander, so we'll also mulligan. This hand is a little bit cringe, but I think we just have to kind of keep it. The Thraben Charm's not that good. I think we just want to... Oh, let's actually get rid of the Guardian's Pledge. We have no creatures. At least the Thraben Charm has a use if they're playing like with the Sneaky Snackers or something. Okay, so we're playing against Cycling. This is not a good hand for Cycling. Yeah, this is probably going to be a very quick loss here, sadly. I don't even have Graveyard Hate. Okay, it got a little bit better. But we don't really have a lot. We can't kill that Flame Breather. Maybe in some world, yeah, it's probably quite unlikely we're going to win here. It's still 3, 4, 5, 6 damage here, and we're doing it nothing next turn. It's just a shame that the mull wasn't that good. Yeah. So you still can't do anything here either. I mean, we'll play a Breacher and then we'll play another Breacher, but yeah, it's not looking good. We really needed a Thraben Inspector and stuff. The fact that they've really just had 2 turns, we've just time locked ourselves twice. The problem is I've also shown them what my deck does, which is another problem. I think we are... Yeah, let's just concede here. There's no real point playing into this. We're not killing them anytime soon. Bit of a shame, but sometimes that's just how the news goes. Let's bring in these missionaries. The Strands are good. The Guardian's Pledges are also kind of good. I think the Screechers can come out. We've got a lot going on already in that top bit. And that's about it. Let's run it back. Thraben Charm's still good to kill the Gutter Snipes and the Flame Breathers. Oh, let's keep him 1 Screech and take out the Sword. The Swords, oh, not the Sentinels, Jesus. Screech. All right, run this. They're running the Lava Darts, which is why I don't want to run too much of the X1s. This hand's good. Lands and spells. We'll play the planes first because I'm just mindful if they're running anything specific. And then hopefully we can just draw a Luxknight out of this on turn 4. Still thinking maybe Springleaf Drum is like a better choice. Haven't decided yet. Let's just play this out, and then we'll play 2 more next turn. Hopefully they just play like a Flame Breather on turn 2. We can kill it. But with this deck, I did sacrifice not running any Lunar Veterans. And because of that, our deck is just a smidge weaker. So yeah, doesn't really matter if I play these post or pre-combat. So just jam them now. And hopefully they're just going to follow up with some burn spells so we can go land Bugler, and then hopefully get a Luxknight and play the Luxknight and then get in with everything. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's attack with everything. Hopefully they're just not running like a suplex to take our Ancient Den. Alright, let's play out this. I know we've got a good draw next turn of just being able to go Clue Token, Throw and Charm, but hopefully we just... Okay. I mean, that's still good hitting the Lone Missionary. Because if they do a Flame Breather, then we can Missionary and so on. Here it is, the old Lava Data Rooney. Yeah, so we'll definitely kill that first. Let's go land, bing bong, cast, and then we'll get in. This Lava Dart's a little bit festy. I know what they're thinking about. Oh, they're just doing it to face. They know that we have the Lone Missionary though. I guess that extra damage. We'll play this and then we'll attack. So Guardian's Pledge is a good draw. Another Lone Missionary is a good draw as well. Yeah, so playing Flame Breather. I wonder if they have a mountain. They do have a mountain. Okie doke. They have plenty of clues. Let's play the Skyfisher. They're probably just going to burn this Lone Missionary, which is fine. They don't. Okay, we'll pick this up. Let's attack with the Dinguses. And then we'll play Lone Missionary. I really thought they were going to burn that out, to be honest. But they didn't. So we'll play it out. Quite happy gaining 8 life. So they're on 11. Not attacking. Yep, just casting a Fiery Temper at the core Skyfish. Okay. It's kind of fine with me, to be honest. Let's just crack a clue first, because we might hit something interesting. So that's good. Let's attack with the Inspectors, and we'll play 2 more Inspectors, and then we can play the Breacher after that. So this turned out a lot better than last time. They can still quite easily kill me if they have Fire Blast and whatnot. Our best draw is probably Guardian's Pledge, to be honest, though. This Breacher's... Yeah, okay. That's good, and then we didn't have to show them the Breacher. I'm not going to change much out of this. I think the Greatsword was not that great. I could run some level of Benevolent Bodyguards, but they're kind of a bit cringy against the Lava Darts. I'm not going to be running... Maybe we actually just cut the Bodyguards and keep the Screeches in, because we're probably just going to discard to these anyway. Those Lava Darts are just going to wreck, absolutely wreck the Bodyguards. This is a hand. I think we still got to keep it. What do they do? They kept as well. I think we'll keep. It's got a good curve. We can bin one of these Guardian's Pledges or what have you. Yeah, we'll probably be one of these Guardians pledges, I think. I mean, 3's nice. They really want me to play it, which is nice of them, but you know. A bit of a slow hand from them. So let's just attack. The other option as well is maybe we actually just discard the strands, and then maybe if we draw another planes, we can play Guardian's Pledge 3 turns in a row and get there and just use them as bolts. They might, yeah. I just had a feeling they're going to Lava Dart there. You know, let's just get rid of one of the pledges here. Because if we don't draw a creature, then at least we can strands. Yeah, we're just firing off the bolt. It's a good one. It is a good one. Hopefully they just play Gutter Snipe here, because at least we can kill it. What's this one? Oh, they get a fish. Target player draws because if a gift was promised, target control gets +2/+2. So it's just doing the discard. It's cool. That's an instant. And it's interesting because that is like, you know, a flash effect of some kind. Our hand is seriously not that good, and our clock isn't good either. We are likely just going to be firing off the strands as a way to use our mana the best, and hopefully we just draw a creature next turn. Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, we'll probably die to this anyway, really. Another planes. Brutal. Let's play a land. If I attack... This is interesting. 3 cards in hand. No, it's not correct. Let's play the Skyfisher. I think we're returning a land with plenty in our hand anyway. And we'll pass. Maybe it was correct to do the Thraben Inspector then. 3 cards in hand. They look like they're flooded. Okie dokie. Let's play the planes. Let's play this. And let's attack with the Skyfisher. We still have strands up this way. And maybe on a following turn, we got the Thraben Charm and a Guardian's Pledge. We could maybe get there. It's interesting. They are definitely flooded. I think now we fire off the charm. Because we might just have some luck getting in some of this extra damage. Fire Blast us. Alright, let's strands here. Just saving it. They might have another Fire Blast here as well. They do. Okay. Do you have another Fire Blast? 1 card left in hand. Surely you do the Lava Dart as well. They do. So 1, 2, 3. It's a lot. And then we prevent this amount. And we kill that. So they're on 16. They have 1 card left in their hand. They have no more flashback. So if we attack for 4, drop them to 12, then next turn we can go 4 again, drop them to 8. It doesn't kill them. Doesn't kill them. If I draw 2 Guardians, if I draw planes or a land, it does. So this before dropping to 12, and then I'm in mega dead then anyway. Next turn I go so 4, 12, and then attack again. Then 4, it's 10. It's not enough. Let's just attack with 2. And that way we still keep strands up. Just in case if they have like a Bolt Fire Blast. Alright, there's that card. Okay. Let's attack with everything and then see what they do, because if they don't block, then we kill them. And what's this? This will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's just fire off 1. Yeah, this will be 7 and 11. So yeah, we'll let that one die. Let's play this Raven Spectre out. Get a clue and pass. It was a good play, they had to block it, but yeah. Now we can just play, we can attack with these. It's probably correct to... And then we can Guardian's Pledge. And that's lethal. There we go. We got there, 4-1, that was good.